Hello class, today I will be informing about the mental health and why we should put restrictions on gun purchases. My speech will cover three main topics, which are how many people have been able to purchase weapons despite having mental issues, how many have how many lives have been lost, and if there have been lost to put an end to so much unnecessary violence that ends in tragedies. First of all, first I'll talk about why is it so easy for people with mental health issues to get their hands on guns. According to the NBC News, it is hard to put restrictions on gun purchases because people will then feel discriminated. They argue that their Second Amendment is being infringed because they will be targeting people with mental illnesses. It can It can also be difficult because political party also plays a huge role. For example, former President Barack Obama insisted on setting a regulation while current President Donald Trump argues that mental health pulls the trigger, not the gun. The NRA also states that people that can be unfit to own a gun shouldn't have the right to purchase one, but will go and criticize those leaders that try to implement restrictions because it hurt, it hurt the profit margin. Next, the lives that have been lost due to gun violence and mental health related issues. We can't forget one of the worst shootings that occurred in the United States. According to the Washington Post, in the years leading up to the mass shooting of the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, accused gunman Nicholas Cruz accumulated a long list of disciplinary problems and mental health concerns. Cruz had a long time history of disciplinary problems such as starting fights and being aggressive. He would post that he wanted to shoot up his high school and he also tried to take his own life, yet he was still able to purchase 10 weapons legally. The FBI received tips about the shooting and his desire to kill, but the agency ignored the warnings. And the cost and that caused the life of 17 students and faculty. Lastly, there have been laws to put an end to so much unnecessary violence that end in tragedies. According to the gun control, former President Barack Obama passed a law that kept guns out of the hands of 75 mentally disabled Social Security recipients after the massacre at Sandy Hook Elementary, where a mentally ill gunman killed 20 first grade students and 6 educators. However, it didn't last very long because President Donald Trump reversed, allowing many unstable people to get their hands on weapons and create a lot of fatalities. This again goes back to the political party because each side has a different standpoint on how the rights on guns should be assigned. In conclusion, I hope that I have informed you all about the seriousness of gun violence correlated with the mental health issues. There are many people that suffer from undiagnosed mental issues and are still able to get their hands on weapons that can cost many people their lives. There have been too many shootings where the person showed signs of mental issues and was able to legally obtain guns and cause massacres. There should be more laws being implemented in order to stop this. However, it takes more time due to the difference in people's views and beliefs.